Our journey begins in 1902 with the very first truck built by Scania, known simply as the Type A motor truck. This early machine was quite basic compared to what we see on the roads today, featuring a simple two-cylinder engine that produced about 12 horsepower. It could carry a payload of roughly 1.5 tons and had a top speed of only 15 km per hour. Despite its slow speed and chain drive, it proved that motorized transport could replace horse-drawn wagons. This small open-cab vehicle was the starting point for a company that would eventually become a global leader in heavy transport. Moving forward to 1911, Scania merged with Vibis to form a larger company, and one of their early successful models was the CLA series. This truck featured a more robust chassis and a stronger four-cylinder engine, which was a big upgrade at the time. It had solid rubber tires, which meant the ride was still quite bumpy for the driver, who sat in an open or partially enclosed cabin. The CLA was designed to handle rough, unpaved roads in Sweden, making it popular for delivery work and early logistics. It showed how quickly truck technology was advancing in just a decade. In 1927, Scania Vabis introduced the 324, a truck that brought a new level of standardization to their manufacturing process. Before this, many trucks were custom built to order, but the 324 was part of a clear standardized lineup. It featured a smooth six-cylinder overhead valve engine, which made it much faster and more reliable for longer distance hauling. The cabin was fully enclosed, offering real protection from the harsh Scandinavian weather. This model was a solid workhorse for the era and helped establish the company's reputation for building durable vehicles that could last for years under heavy use. By 1932, the demand for heavier transport led to the creation of the Scania Vabis 335. This was a heavy-duty truck designed specifically for tough tasks like logging and road construction. It was equipped with a large 6.4-liter engine and featured air brakes, which was a massive safety improvement for stopping heavy loads. The 335 could be ordered with a tandem axle, allowing it to carry much more weight than previous models. Its strong chassis and reliable power made it a favorite among transport companies looking to move large goods across the growing network of European highways, proving its worth daily. The Scania Vabis L10 was launched in 1944, right near the end of the Second World War. It was the first of the company's modern post-war truck generation. One of the biggest changes was the introduction of a completely new pre-combustion chamber diesel engine, which was highly fuel efficient and reliable. The L10 had a rounded, modern hood design that stood out from older, boxier models. It became extremely popular in Sweden and helped the company start exporting vehicles in larger numbers. This truck proved to be a major commercial success and set the design language for the next decade. Introduced in 1949, the Scania Vabis L40 was the next step in the company's evolution. It was an upgraded version of the L10, featuring a direct injection diesel engine. This new engine design was a major milestone because it offered better fuel economy and easier cold starts, which is very important in colder climates. The L40 retained the classic rounded hood but featured stronger axles and a better suspension system. It was widely used for local distribution and medium-duty transport. The reliability of the L40 helped solidify Scania Vabis as a top choice for truck operators across Europe. In 1953, the L71 Regent hit the market and quickly became a favorite for heavy hauling. The Regent was equipped with a powerful 9.3-liter diesel engine that produced around 150 horsepower. This truck was known for its toughness and was often used with trailers for long-distance transport. It featured improved air brakes and a synchronized gearbox, making it much easier for the driver to shift gears. The Regent's strong performance and durability made it a common sight on roads throughout the 1950s, and it played a big role in the post-war reconstruction and economic growth of the era. The year 1958 saw the launch of the Scania Vabis L75, a truck that introduced a completely new design. It featured a much more modern and angular cab, moving away from the rounded shapes of the 1940s. Under the hood, It had a new 10-liter engine that delivered 165 horsepower, providing excellent pulling power. The L75 was also designed with driver comfort in mind, offering a more spacious cabin and better visibility. This model was highly successful internationally and established a basic design architecture that the company would use and refine for the next 2 decades. This truck became a familiar sight on roads worldwide. The LB76, introduced in 1963, was a major turning point because it was a cab-over engine design. As European length regulations became stricter, placing the cab directly over the engine allowed for a longer cargo area while keeping the overall truck length within legal limits. It shared the reliable drivetrain of the normal control L76 but offered a completely different driving experience. The driver sat high up at the very front of the vehicle, which provided a great view of the road. This truck paved the way for the modern cab-over design that dominates European highways today. The year 1968 was significant because the company officially dropped the Vibis name and became simply Scania. The Scania 110 was part of the new 0 Series generation. It was available in both normal control and forward control versions. The 110 featured a new 11-liter engine and introduced a tilting cab on the forward control models, which made engine maintenance much easier for mechanics. The cabin interior was also upgraded to reduce noise and improve comfort for long-haul drivers. This truck marked the beginning of a new, modern era for the brand on a global scale. In 1969, Scania shocked the trucking world with the release of the 140, which featured an incredible 14-liter V8 engine. With 350 horsepower, it was the most powerful truck engine in Europe at the time. This massive power allowed the truck to maintain high average speeds even when pulling heavy loads up steep hills. The 140 quickly earned a legendary status and started Scania's long association with powerful V8 engines. It was the truck that truly earned the brand the title King of the Road, and it became a highly sought-after vehicle by owner-operators who wanted the very best. Jumping to 1980, Scania introduced the 2 Series, and the T142 was the flagship bonneted or conventional model. The T stood for torpedo, referring to the protruding engine hood. The 2 Series introduced the first fully modular commercial vehicle system, meaning many parts were interchangeable across different truck sizes and models. The T142 kept the legendary 14-liter V8, but featured a completely redesigned, much more comfortable cab. This truck was very popular in markets like South America and with drivers who preferred the classic look and safety of having the engine out in front of them. While the T-Series had a hood, the R142, released shortly after, was the cab-over engine version of the 2 Series. It quickly became the standard for European long-haul transport. The R142 offered a high-mounted cab that provided a commanding view of the road and plenty of space for the driver to live and sleep during long trips. It utilized the same modular chassis and powerful V8 engine as its T-Series sibling. The R-cab design was highly functional and aerodynamic, helping to improve fuel efficiency while hauling maximum legal weights across the continent. In 1988, Scania launched the 3 Series, with the R143 as the heavy-duty star. The 3 Series was so well received that it won the International Truck of the Year award in 1989. The R143 featured improved electronics, better fuel economy, and a refined interior that was considered top of its class. The 14-liter V8 engine was upgraded to produce even more power, reaching up to 500 horsepower in later versions. This truck is often remembered as one of the best and most reliable trucks of its era, and many drivers look back on the 143 with great fondness. In 1991, Scania introduced a special version of the 3 Series called the Streamline. This was a major step forward in truck aerodynamics. The engineer smoothed out the corners of the cab, removed the sun visor, and added specially designed air deflectors. These changes significantly reduced wind resistance, which in turn lowered fuel consumption by up to 5%. The streamline proved that heavy trucks didn't have to be shaped like bricks, and started a trend of aerodynamic design that every major truck manufacturer eventually adopted. It was a smart, efficiency-focused evolution of an already great truck. The mid-90s brought the 4 Series, and the R164 was a completely new design from the ground up. Created in collaboration with Italian design house Bertone, the 4 Series had a distinctively rounded and modern appearance. The R164 introduced a new 16-liter V8 engine, replacing the old 14-liter and pushing power outputs to 580 horsepower. The interior was heavily focused on ergonomics, wrapping the dashboard around the driver for easy reach. The 4 Series also introduced the famous top-line cab, which offered standing room and massive storage space, making it a true home away from home for drivers. In 2004, the PRT range, commonly known as the R Series, was launched. The R500 was a highly popular model featuring a refined 16-liter V8 engine producing 500 horsepower. This generation focused heavily on driver comfort, fuel efficiency, and electronic integration. It featured automated gearboxes that shifted faster and smoother than a human could, saving fuel and reducing driver fatigue. The exterior design was a sharper, more aggressive evolution of the 4 Series. The R Series was a massive success globally and secured the International Truck of the Year award in 2005. By 2010, the horsepower race in the trucking industry was fierce, and Scania released the R730 to claim the top spot. Equipped with a heavily revised 16.4-liter V8 engine, it produced a massive 730 horsepower and incredible torque. This truck was designed for the heaviest tasks, such as pulling timber or oversized industrial equipment. Despite its massive power, the R730 was engineered to meet strict emission standards and maintain respectable fuel economy. It became an instant status symbol on the road, recognizable by its distinct V8, badging, and deep engine rumble. In 2016, Scania introduced its next-generation trucks, the result of 10 years of development and billions of dollars in investment. The S730 featured the branded new S-Series cab, which offered a completely flat floor for the first time in a Scania. This provided maximum interior space and comfort for long-haul drivers. The aerodynamics were perfected to the millimeter to cut fuel consumption. Safety was also a massive focus, including the introduction of rollover side curtain airbags, a first in the truck industry. The S-Series immediately won the International Truck of the Year award. Finally, in 2020, Scania revealed the 770S, taking the title of the world's most powerful factory-built truck. Its updated V8 engine delivers 770 horsepower and a staggering 3,700 Nm of torque. Despite the increase in power, the engine is actually lighter and more fuel efficient than its predecessors, due to advanced materials and engineering. The 770HS is built to handle massive 60-ton or even 70-ton combinations common in Scandinavia. It represents the absolute pinnacle of internal combustion engine development for heavy trucks, combining extreme power with luxury and high efficiency.